Hey guys, Dr. Drone back with a product review here. This would be the Flysky TH9X. Kind of similar to the radio that comes with a 3DR Iris if you buy one of those. And it's like a pretty decent entry-level radio if you're one of those guys who's getting into multi-rotors. You have a 5 or 6 channel radio and you're just finding yourself needing more channels to use more functions or do whatever. It's a pretty simple radio. It's it's got that plasticky feel to it, but for what you're getting, it's kind of what you expect. It's got 3 pot knobs. I'm not too sure if those are like strictly pre-assigned. I'm pretty sure you can change them. I've used Flysky software before. These are pretty standard radios that a lot of my clients pretty much get into because it's it's a cheaper alternative to a FreeSky or a Spectrum or something like that. And offers you, they say 9 channels, but I'm only seeing the ability to plug in 8 to this massive receiver box that comes with it. Haven't quite figured out how you get 9 out of it yet. But 8 channels is what a lot of people pretty much are looking to use, so they can get a return to launch isolated on a single channel and then have other functions for their camera gimbal. So, comes with the manual. It's a little scary on the first page. I've seen a lot of Chinese or something. So, no, it's in English, and I've used the setups before. It can be a little confusing to go through the menus, but once you kind of figure out the Flysky kind of menu operation and how to actually set the functions, it's really not too hard. So, the one thing that is real nice about this radio is, if you're kind of looking to get into a radio, at first you just want to fly around your neighborhood, but maybe, you want to possibly do some long-range flying somewhere down the road. You don't want to have to upgrade your whole radio at that point. These are actually a module-based radio, and they take the same modules as a JR radio, I believe, so it's basically the same. You can get a, same as the FreeSky, so you can use a easy UHF. You can get actual Spectrum modules that go in here nowadays. You can get the orange DIY stuff. So there's a lot of options you can get. Another thing that's really nice about the actual radio is they do use a generic housing. It's one that's basically it's the same as a FreeSky somewhat, and a few other radios out there. So a lot of the parts that kind of exist out there, if you want to modify your radio. And I'll show you right here. This is my Tyrannus, and it's pretty heavily modified. These are actually a joystick adapter I make, and those will go right on the Flysky because it uses pretty much the same kind of basic design. The monitor bracket would go right on there if you wanted to mount a monitor. I've got actually a pot knob so you get more control on it. Then if you even wanted to bypass two of the say like the pot knobs on top, if you don't find yourself ever using them, you can actually do what I did and tie them into a third joystick to control your camera gimbal. So it is kind of a nice little radio for the base price, and you can expand on it if you think you might be going down that route. There is no like S-bus out of the box, so you are stuck using all the channels. But if you do go with a like a FreeSky module or a easy UHF, you can get CPPM or S-bus out of the back of that. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. I recommend the radio, and then kind of I don't recommend it. It's I'm the kind of guy personally. I'm more deep into the hobby, so this is something I'd never really consider. I've always gone with a nice top-level radio, so I can get 36 channels. The programming on this is just there's almost nothing you can't program into the software on this as far as tying channels in together, different mixes. There are some limitations on this, but honestly, if you're getting new to the hobby, this is going to be definitely a safe route to go, and you can always upgrade on the platform down the road. So have a nice one, guys, and fly safe out there.